Rachel Notley is spending $9 million to try to sell the largest tax hike in Alberta history to Alberta taxpayers. I could not make this stuff up, even if I tried. Now, here are the numbers. The NDP have already spent $4.5 million on TV, print, radio, and online advertising to try to make you love the idea that they're bringing in a tax on literally everything you do or buy. You've all seen those stupid government ads. We're supposed to believe that cowboys and fly fishermen love taxes all of a sudden, and that we'll all have roofs made of grass, I guess, in the new Alberta of tomorrow if we just play nice with the NDP. But because you didn't listen to the first round of NDP propaganda, they're spending another $4.5 million to bombard you with, well, even more partisan propaganda. And don't forget, you're paying for it all. 200,000 Albertans are out of work, and the NDP spent $9 million trying to greenwash your brain. It's crazy. But I'm old enough to remember when the NDP thought ridiculous waste of taxpayer dollars on self-promotion was actually a bad thing. Do you remember those Building Alberta signs that polluted every single government transportation or infrastructure project across the province? They were awful, partisan, shameless, and expensive. They were conveniently the same colors as the PC party, and every single one of them bore Alison Redford's name as though she were the foreman of the work crew at that location, and everyone hated those signs, especially the NDP. Brian Mason was the leader of the New Democrats at the time, and just like the rest of us, he thought those signs were a partisan waste of money. In fact, Brian Mason once told the Edmonton Sun with regard to those signs, he said, and I quote, "We deplore the waste of public money advertising Alison Redford," end quote. Me too, Brian Mason. Me too. But here's the thing. Brian Mason was outraged. He hated those signs. In fact, he used the word deplore. That's strong language. But what was the price tag of those signs that I hated too? Well, we know now through Freedom of Information documents obtained by the Canadian Taxpayer Federation that Alberta Transportation spent roughly $1.04 million on 293 signs at an average cost of about $3,500 per each sign. Appalling, wasteful for sure, but it also shows how the NDP are hypocrites. They're spending 9 times that much money to promote their climate leadership plan, to sell us on the single largest tax hike in Alberta history. But no amount of advertising is ever going to convince us that it's good. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn. This carbon tax isn't a done deal. We can still fight back. Go to stopthecarbontax.ca and sign our petition.